Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be talking about my inspiration, or the one who inspired me a lot. To be honest, when we're talking about a person who give us inspiration, I have many people who have the biggest influence in my life. But lately I am so into Eckhart Tolle. Yes, Eckhart Tolle. Have any of you here heard or known about him? He's one of the best-selling authors out there. His most famous and spectacular books are The Power of Now, A Stillness Peak, and A New Earth, Awakening to Your Life Purposes. For those of you who haven't known about him yet, let me tell you first. His name is Eckhart Tolle. Yes, Eckhart Tolle. I'm not sure if I pronounced his name right because that's quite hard for me. I'm sorry. He is 72 years old now. He's a Canadian, but he was born on Germany. Besides an author, he is also a spiritual teacher, and he is widely recognized as one of the most inspiring and visionary spiritual teachers in this world today. I would have to say that he is the person who has most greatly inspired me and someone I look up to, especially when I feel like I almost hit the rock bottom. Yeah. And to be the person that he is today, of course, it took a long journey for him. At age 19, he moved to London as a language teacher and then enrolled at University of London to study philosophy, psychology, and literature. After he graduated, he received a scholarship to do a research at Cambridge University, but he dropped out. At that moment, he was troubled with depression, anxiety, fear, and suicidal thoughts. For Tolle himself, spiritual enlightenment and realizing what is the meaning of life and the purposes of it didn't came as easily as falling off a log. He had to struggle with depression for much of his life until age 29, when he experienced an inner transformation. As he stated in his book, that he said he just suddenly stopped feeling depressed in one morning and woke up with one question that changed his life. The question is, who is this self that I cannot live with? But is it really possible for us? I mean, for our depression to evaporate easily like that? The answer is yes, it could be possible, because what he means by saying that, it's not, he's not talking about the actual depression that gone far away, but it's the feeling that he was depressed that disappeared. He just sidelined the ego and to stop worrying and thinking too much, because the moment you finally let go of an unmet expectation, immediately you experience a deep sense of relief. He found the peace of simply being in the world that exists in the mind by cultivating the present and turning his mind away from obsessive thoughts, disappointments, and expectation. Eckhart Tolle traveled around the world to give a seminar. Throughout his seminar and writing, he already helped countless people to reach the greater fulfillment in their life. I really love how he talks about mindfulness, gratitude, and how powerful our mind through his book. He taught me how to live in the present moment and change myself to be more mindful and aware of what is happening at the moment. And yes, I literally learn a lot about life and inner peace from him. And one thing I love the most about him is the way he expressed his idea and his mind. Like he didn't force us to understand what he's trying to deliver, but he is, let us to find out the audience to know about what best for our own life. The presence is just, his presence is just for the bridge to it. He helped us to reach inner peace and help us to connect both with our minds and our heart. His influence comes from his deep understanding of the pain that makes us all human and transforming spirituality into something that the audience can practice independently at their own lives. If you want to go deep down to know him better, I highly recommend you guys to read his book or just simply listening to his audiobook. Believe me, you will get so many life lessons if you go beyond the world and understanding the concept. It might be difficult at first, but take your time. You will slowly find out. Yes, I think that is enough for this video. There's so many things to talk about when it comes to him. I just love his mind. His mind is just powerful. His presence and his mind is beyond of the world, is beyond of our imagination. And because of him, I realized when we're discussing about his mind, almost anything is possible. Alright, before I end this video, I will be quoting some of his best quotes, and those one is one of my favorite quotes. Alright, let's check them out. Alright guys, thank you so much for listening to the story about my inspiration. I hope you can get a little knowledge from this video, and I hope this pandemic will end pretty soon so we can talk about our inspiration and sharing the idea. And I would love to hear that. Alright guys, bye guys, see you on my next video. Bye bye.